Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today, on this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to look at these ROUSH Superchargers. Everything I read, they were called Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. Maybe these are the new names now. They're called Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. And so I was looking around on this website yesterday, and as a matter of fact, actually, I was looking around on this website yesterday, and I made an article. I did an article on my website that goes over all of this supercharger stuff in detail. I mean, it's like 2,500 words, so it's a lot of stuff because I wanted to have all the information in one place. If you've been watching any of these Roush videos, I'm going to put a link up to the playlist. You've been watching any of these videos, you know that I've started getting into these cars, and now as I'm learning about it, I'm documenting it going forward because, well, there's probably other guys like me that might want to know about that stuff. So anyway, let's look at these superchargers. So when I come down here all the way down to the bottom and it talks about phased superchargers and it asks what does it really mean, what's the concept, it says that it's simple. It gives you a core system that you can get and then you can upgrade it later, right? And so that's why it's got phases. I guess it's the same thing as a stage, phase, right? It's all the same, kind of, sort of, I guess. So what I thought I'd do is I'm just going to click each one of these, and what it's going to do is it really just filters the results so that it's only going to show me now just 7 items out of that total that was like, well, I think 23 items. And then it shows me what's available for stage 1 across the board. It doesn't matter. Oh, I put up this little companion piece. All right. I put up this companion piece. This PDF, by the way, is in the description below. This little companion piece just goes by year of Mustang, and they had some stuff on this Aluminator engine, but it goes by year of Mustang, so you know at a glance what stages are available. And if you want to go deeper information, well, you're already looking at the video, so you don't have to click this link. But if you want to get to the article and get on that, where I really get way deeper into this stuff and give more specs and junk like that, then you can click the link to get to the article. I'm also going to put in the description below. All right, so the stage 1 stuff, so the 2018, and by the way, 2018, this is the only year they only offer a stage 1 kit for the 2018s, and it shows out of stock, maybe because they're building brand new models and sending them to the dealers right now. I don't know. I have no idea. 700 horsepower, this thing. Let's take a quick look at it. 700 horsepower. And just like when we went over the one with the wheels and tires, I did a video of wheels and tires. I'm going to put a link up for that. And all I really did was come over here to description, because what you really want to do is make sure that if you're interested in this kit, come down here. They've got a description, tells you what it fits, what kind of horsepower it makes. In this instance, that it fits both a manual and an automatic transmission. Then it gives you all the other specs, all the other stuff that this kit comes with, including that 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. I talked about that on my article about how that makes me feel with that 3-year, 36,000. That's pretty cool. And then they just kind of go into some other information, and I didn't even realize that they had a video down here, that they had a video. I hadn't even gone that far down because I was really after the information itself, because I really want to learn about it. And then under this application tab, which is cool, it tells you what your Mustang it's going to fit. So this is the Stage 1 kit, which is the only kit that's available for the brand new Mustangs. And the brand new Mustangs had that 10-speed automatic transmission, which is cool. I guess they're really, really fast. They're shift really, really fast. Makes 700 horsepower, 610 pound-feet of torque. And then some more stuff under phase 1, stage 1. You've got for the 2015 through 2017 Mustang, you've got the phase 1. It's 670 horse. And what's the torque on this one? It's 670 horse, and it's 545 pound-feet of torque. It works with a manual or automatic, and of course, they're all going to get that 3-year 36. They all come with a whole bunch of pieces, and then they have their little their blurb, and then they all have seemingly an accompanying video, I guess. And the application on this fits 15, 16, 17-year Mustangs. And then what else do they have? They have a phase 1 kit for the 11 through 14s, which is really popular. Coincidentally, the 11 through 14 is the only years that gets a stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. The other years don't get stages all the way through. All right, the 11 through 14 has all 3 stages. This first stage takes you up to 575 horse. Where was the torque? 505 torque. That's 155 horsepower gain, 115 torque gain. On this one, oh yeah, manual and automatic transmission cars for 11 through 14. So that's cool. I think on the other ones like the 10s and the 05s through 09s, I think it's all manual transmission cars. So then they have this thing, which was a little confusing to me. Then all of a sudden, so you see these big prices here: $6,500, $7,100, $7,600. These are obviously the full kits. But then they've got this stage 1 slash phase 1 kit for what, the 5 liter, right? And this was, if I come down here to application, it says it's for the 11 through 14. And then it's just 450 bucks, but it says that it does what? It raises the horsepower, and it says, this kit gives you all the necessary components to take your 5.25 horse or 540 horse Mustang up to this. Well, what Mustangs is this? The Boss Mustang? I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about the Boss Mustang. Is this the Boss Mustang? Does the Boss Mustang have a supercharger on it? And is this the upgrade for that Boss Mustang? I'm taking a wild guess. Obviously, I could hit pause and look at that. Let me do that real fast. Well, I spent a couple of minutes and I didn't see anything about what I was talking about, so I'm not sure why this kit is $450 and it bumps your, well, I guess it's a different engine. Is that a different motor? If you have, okay, upgrades to previous 525, 500, okay, so if you have an older kit, okay. If you have an older kit, I guess. If you have an older ROUSH kit, perhaps, then you could get this upgrade. All right, maybe. If I'm wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Let's see. Then there's what? There's a single belt for a 2010. 2010 is a standalone year because down here they've got 05 through 09. 2010 was always a standalone year, so they have a full kit for this one. It's 5,800 bucks for the 2010. I think it's just a manual transmission car only. They don't say because they get thin. You can see that the information becomes thin on this page. All we know is it makes 475 horse, 435 torque, and it's good for the 2010 Mustang. It'd be nice if under application they also told you if it was a manual, automatic transmission, stuff like that, because it seems like it's on some, not on others. Then you've got these 05 through 09. It has a kit for 6,280, right? And that makes, what does that make? 475 horse, 435 torque, and it tells you it's only a manual transmission. So the 2010s, we don't know. Is that just an automatic? Is it just a manual? They don't say. But this one does that, and it's for the 09 or 05 through 09, right? And this is all stage 1 stuff. And then there's this right-hand drive hardware. I didn't really look at it, so it's a modification kit, so we don't really need to bother with that. That's inconsequential to what we're looking at. Now, then there's the stage 2 stuff. And if I go back here, and they call it phase 2, like I was saying. And so they've got this for 17s. They've got the phase 1 to phase 2 supercharger upgrade. So if you already have a phase 1, then you can upgrade to a phase 2 cheaper for like 1,100 bucks. If you don't have a supercharger on your car, though, then I guess you got to go with the full kit. You're going to have to go with the full kit, which is this kit right here. Right? This is a phase 2 kit. Takes you to 727 horsepower. And so did the other one. And what's the torque on that? 610 torque at 5,000 RPMs. I mean, it's a big bump in horsepower, huge bump in torque. That's manual and automatic transmission cars. That's for 15 and 17 on stage 2, 727. That's the same amount of horsepower as the 2017 ROUSH P51. As a matter of fact, I did a video on that one. Cool car, very cool car. Wrong tab, wrong tab. So that's where we're at on that. Um, what else is there? Then there's the 2011 through 14s. This their stage two gets a 6.25 horse upgrade on the stage two supercharger for those cars. And what's the torque on that? The torque on that is 525. 525. 625 horse, 525 torque. This is for the Ford Mustang 5 liter. This excludes the Boss 302, right? And see, they give you a lot of spec down here as well, so it's always worth going, right? The 11s through the 14s, stage 2, 6.25 horse, right? 5.25 or 505 torque, I think it was. Right, here's an 11 through 14 Supercharger ROUSH Phase 2 upgrade kit, right? So let's read about this a little bit more because so it gives you a pulley, right? Comes with a new pulley, cold air induction. You know, is it all the same stuff? Yeah, I guess if you've already got the supercharger installed, then it's really just changing, the size of the wheel there and giving you these extra auxiliary pieces. So six. Sorry about that. The drop down just happened so quick. 6.25 horse for this upgrade kit on 11 through 14s. Like I said, the 11 through 14s seem pretty cool because at least you got all three stages on it. But you know, if you've got a 15 through 17, stage 2 is all you really need. You got 727 horsepower. And there's some Ford dealerships right now that have some 2017, some new old stock Roushes sitting around for some decent prices, man. And I guess could you do the extra 1100 horsepower if you bought yourself a new 17 Roush right now that had what, the 670 horse stage 1, really. They call it something else, but it's stage 1. Could you do this 1100 horsepower deal and then bump it up to the 727? It would appear to be. So the 2010s, moving along, the 2010s have this phase 2. They have a stage 2, the 2010 Mustang, and that'll take you up to 550 horse, 500 torque. And that's only on the 2010, and I think that it's only for a manual transmission car. They never say on the 2010 year. So let's just assume that it's going to be for a manual transmission car. It's $6,700, but it bumps you up to 550 horse, 500 torque, right? Nice upgrade. And then these '05 through '09s, you're going to pay a lot of money for this upgrade, for this stage 2, but it's going to take you up to 550 horse, 500 torque, right? That's good for that 4.6 liter 3-valve GT motor. Oh, on this one, it's only the manual transmission. Only the manual transmission. Seemed like the stage one for these cars was manual and automatic on the stage 1, if you noticed. If you didn't notice, you could rewind the video, but I guarantee you it is on that. I'll take you back. Let's just go back really fast to stage 1. Let's go to stage 1 really fast. And that was what? That was the '05 through '09. That was these guys, the single belt. And that was an automatic on this one, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. My bad. Okay, manual transmission cars. So '05 through '09 is all manual transmission stuff. 2010, they don't say one way or the other. And then from 11 up, it's manual and automatic. I think I got it figured out now. A whole video and a whole article later, I have it figured out. Okay, let's go back to the different stages because we were still at stage 2. I just needed to sort out that thing on the '05, '09, which is we were right here. Then they got another pulley kit. We're not going to look at that. Another pulley kit, upgrade kit. So on the 2010, this will take you from a phase 1 to a phase 2. And then on the '05s, it'll do the same thing, take you from a phase 1 to a phase 2. And I guess, is this like replacement parts? Maybe it's just replacement parts. Maybe that's the deal. I don't know. And then they've got a right-hand drive hardware stuff for the 15 and 17s down here as well. If we hit the back button, that gets us all through stage 2. Stage 3 is a lot thinner. There's not much up here at stage. Well, there's some stuff. The 11 through 14s, like I said, it's the only years of Mustang that get all three stages. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. In this trim, it's 675 horse. and what was it, 585 pound-feet of torque. And that's good for manual and automatic trans. Oh, no, 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 no. No. They keep throwing this stuff around. You got to really catch it. Manual transmission only. Just when you think you got it figured out, you don't. So, manual transmission only on this car on the Stage 3. On the Stage 3, 675 horse, 585 torque. I guess I should probably take a look one more time while we're here. I mean, that's why this video is here. Let me look at that, at the 11s again. Here's that 11 through 14. And what do they say? What I'm looking for is the automatic transmission stuff. Now, see, they don't say on this one. Now they say, they give you the engine again. They give you the horsepower numbers. But there's no quick bullet point to tell you whether or not it's available as an automatic or just a manual. If you take it with the other one, then it was just manual. So you got to assume that it's just manual. I guess the easiest thing to do is pick up the phone and call those guys, right? And they'll tell you. They'll tell you. So you could see where there's a discrepancy in the data there. There's a discrepancy in the data. You should be able to quickly decipher that one way or the other. So we could see that. We uncovered that for sure. But anyway, back to the Stage 3. That's inconsequential. You can put a phone call in. That doesn't matter. So the Stage 3, it's only an automatic. I'm sorry, only the manual gearbox, 675 horse, 585 torque. And then they've got this hardware kit to update from Phase 2 to Phase 3. Then they've got the 5-liter deal, ROUSH Phase 1 to Phase 3. So you could take a big jump. You can go Phase 2 to Phase 3. Right, for just about $1,100. Or if you're at Phase 1 and you want to go all the way up to Phase 3, for $1,500, you can make the jump from Phase 1 to Phase 3. And then that Ford Aluminator engine, it's the only time that it shows its face in any of these trim levels. For $7,200, they offer a complete, supercharger package, 675 horse. What's the torque on that? Surely it's only manual. Yep, manual transmission only, 675 horse, 585 torque. It's only on this specific crate engine. They are very specific about it. Only on the naturally aspirated, in bold, 11-to-1 compression ratio, manual transmission. Only on that car, 11 through 14, that particular Aluminator engine. I was doing a little bit of reading about that. I guess ROUSH did all the R&D on that for Ford or something like that. Pretty cool. $7,200 for that package. And then I saw right below that they have some other ones. So they have a Phase 2 to Phase 3 for that Aluminator engine. And then they also have a Phase 1 to a Phase 3 for that Aluminator engine. So they've got some cool stuff. They don't have a bunch of things. They keep it real simple with their Phase 1s through Phase 3. Seems like only the 11 through 14 model years get all 3 phases. And the one thing is, you got to catch that whole automatic transmission, manual transmission thing, because as we saw, there's a discrepancy on them just including that data there. It's not that they don't know, it's just being included on the pages. Other than that, that's really about it. But that's pretty cool. ROUSH Superchargers, I don't know, I like them. I like ROUSH cars in general. What's not to like? Thanks for watching. If you found this stuff entertaining, helpful, fun, a nice break during the day, like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.